FM 103 WOWI with Lenny kicking off another 30-minute no-talk music sweep. 410, here's Modern Production and Fancy.
Hey, Kevin, you seen that new in town? No, Herbie, you know what new girl he's talking about?
Man, I think Eddie's talking about Terry's girl, man. She is fine. She's fine.
You may have heard the song on the radio, but you might not know that the group Modern Production is a Hampton Roads product. Herbie Brown is a sophomore at Booker T. Washington High School. Kevin Corey is a senior at Booker T. So is Terry Curney. All three live in Norfolk. The fourth member is Eddie Barringer, a sophomore at Indian River High School in Chesapeake. They are best friends, and they have a lot in common. None of the boys has a father at home. None of their families are wealthy. And you might not expect a singing group to be well-mannered, well-dressed, motivated, and religious, but they are.
We pray together. A family that prays together stays together. And, you know, we pray together that we pray that we all are going to stay together and one day be somebody.
Who are these young men who have their foot in the door of the music industry? In spite of their active life in the music world, they have their feet on the ground. Back at home, Eddie is described by the others in the group as well above average in his grades at Indian River. He's also the shyest. Not until our camera showed up at school did he tell his classmates about the record.
But I'm happy and stuff, you know, and I wanted all y'all to know, but I didn't want to feel like I was bragging or nothing. So I tried to be humble.
From biology class turned into music class, as Eddie just happened to have a copy of the new song, and his classmates came up with a tape recorder. Buddy turned down my request to dance along with the music. While they pursue a common goal, all the members of Modern Production have individual interests.
1, 2.
Terry and Kevin participate in Booker T's marching band and jazz band. Their involvement here means a full schedule of rehearsals and performances in addition to their R&B music. Herbie recently moved. He was attending Norview High School. Now he's getting used to Booker T.
Hands, please. Someone other than, all right, Herbert. No. Ice cream and cake are my favorite subjects. Help him out there. Declarative.
How do they balance school and activities with Modern Production?
Well, it's a lot of pressure, but I guess we're taking it as young adults. It gives us more responsibility, and it's hard, but, you know, we're putting forth effort and just taking it like that.
They've come a long way from performing at talent shows in Hampton Roads. Tomorrow night, we'll travel with them to Philadelphia and talk with them about their image and their excitement for their record called Fancy.
The local group recorded their song that's called Fancy. Whatever you were doing.
Gold records line the walls of Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia, where many successful groups have launched their careers. Within these walls, another group searches for stardom.
Just sing along. You'll hear the TV track. You'll hear your own voices. I got to get a level on you, so just sing along.
For Modern Production, the recording session is not exactly what they expected.
Our first time coming in the studio, we didn't know what, you know, we was going against or, you know, what was coming. So when we started getting into it, it was like no sleep. I mean, you know, the guys, we would come in and fall asleep on the chairs or something. You know, try to drink coffee to keep us awake.
It took many hours during 3 sessions over 2 months to complete the record. If their sound seems similar to new additions, it's intended to. They say that will change in time.
When things start coming together, we're going to try to get our own image. We know people are going to look at us and compare us to New Edition, but when things get on the ball, we're sure we'll accompany ourselves with our own image.
Their producer says Modern Production will appeal to teenagers.
It coincides with their age, and the audience that will be more or less interested in them are a young age. You know, I would say from the age of 13 to 19.
But will they appeal to enough people to succeed? We asked studio musician Norman Harris, who has played on countless records.
These kids are destined to be around for a long time. First of all, they're very sincere. They have good, strong harmony. They have more than one lead singer. They have 2 or 3 lead singers. I really feel that they're strong. And if they just keep the desire to want to be successful, I believe they will be.
Harris says the group also needs promotion and marketing. The young men from Norfolk are learning there's more to cutting a record than a recording session. There are other things involved, like photography sessions, that may eventually determine their destiny. The guys from Booker T. Washington and Indian River High Schools have their fingers crossed, and they're not afraid to admit at times the whole thing is scary.
It's kind of funny when you're looking around in a place that you've never been and you're afraid of how people are gonna react to what you're doing. Because if you don't have the audience, it gets really scary. And I'm glad that everyone that we performed in front of reacted to us in a positive way. And I hope that in the future, they always will.
Modern production is great. They've come this far.
But I think that we were lucky to get a chance to come to the studios to record a record.
And if all goes well, you'll hear a new song their writer has just delivered.
And the chorus goes, I will admit that you are beautiful. I can't deny that you have charm.
Until then, they'll wait and see if the public takes a fancy to fancy. Kathryn
I had to say it, it rhymed. Boy. The next group, this goes back when I used to be with Bobby Roscoe and the Roscoe Production. Me and my brother Heart Attack, and we met these young men. There was, at first, I think it was 5 of them. They played at the Boathouse, and now it's 4 of them. To me, they remind me of New Edition.